Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Disney Magic Podcast. We're here, we're doing it. It's Valentines, happy Valentines, or if you're single, happy Friday.
Happy Friday to
Oh,
me.
Yay! Happy Friday!
Happy
Yeah,
Friday!
Happy Friday!
I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all doing well. You know who we are. We're joined by a special guest. We've got Annie. She's a friend. She's a friend of the pod. She's a friend of all of us as well. So, first time being on here. She's not. How are you? How are you doing? You doing good?
I'm okay. I'm very tired, but I'm happy to be here with you all.
Cool. Yeah, it's a little bit late in the UK. It's like 9:20, so it's past everyone's
Not
bedtime.
late. It's well
I mean, it
into
is for some
my
people.
bedtime.
It's past some people's
It's only for the
bedtime.
normal people.
Only for the normal people. Yeah. not us not us like during the weekends. We're like, yeah. But yeah, so
The US.
pretty much at the weekends we are, yeah, pretty much.
Wait, hang on a sec. Didn't you stay asleep for like 24 hours after your last US night?
He stayed up until 5 o'clock, I think.
I stayed up till 5 and then got up at like 11:30 this morning and been awake since.
We're training him.
Training them.
Well,
Yeah. Thanks. I try. Next week's not next week. The week after is going to be the proper tester. It's going to be good. I've got a full week off work, so it's going to be good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, I just want to, before we get into this topic of everything, everyone, we've got a nice Valentine's theme kind of like pod episode going on today, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about what the intro and things like that, and I just want to toot my own horn because it's so good. I absolutely love it. I'm a big fan of like the 90s stuff, and it's a big fan. It's just so cheesy. It's so good. So I want to say thank you to Jay and Steve and Shaz for sending me over their stuff to make it possible. And it was so much fun to edit, and I wanted to make something new and something exciting because the podcast has evolved a little bit. So.
And I had no idea what you wanted, so I just did it.
I mean, hey,
Yours is a stroke of genius.
Works perfect. All of them are perfect.
That background.
Yeah. It's just cheesy 90s, and obviously because we're all together doing lives and things nowadays and stuff, and it just makes sense to update it and have you all in there instead of like introduce them all the time. Exactly that. Yeah, update with the past. Exactly. And to go along with it, we've got a new end screen which you'll see towards, and it's kind of like credits. It's a credit scheme. It's a credit scene.
Cool.
So
That's very professional, Zach.
it is very professional. It is.
Is it a PDF file?
You wait till you see this intro, Annie. It is a stroke of it's an absolute masterpiece. You love
It
to
is
see that?
so good.
make me
It's
mind
so good.
blown.
You're gonna
Probably.
it's just
Probably.
brilliant.
Yeah, it's good. I'll have to send it to you. And yeah.
Presents.
Oh, finger guns. It was
Oh,
great. It
just
was
send her
great.
a link so she can watch it. Go on.
Okay, where is it? Let me find it real quick.
All I think of is that restaurant from Saved by the Bell. Like that's what comes to my head.
Oh
yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Max,
That's-
there, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Max.
Max. Yeah. Where is it? Let me get the channel up real quick.
You need the bell ring.
See, I was thinking of doing that, but
Whatever
Uh,
song goes.
yeah. Working to the school on time. I used to love Saved by the Bell. It's so good. Kelly Kapowski, man. Oh, any day of the week.
Yeah.
100%.
Still,
You need some tissue.
Still, even now. Absolutely.
Wait, what's this name?
Kelly Kapowski. She,
How are we
what's
spelling this?
Kelly,
I got that
Kelly.
part.
and Kapowski is Kapowski.
It's
Exactly as it sounds.
Tiffany
Wow.
Amber
Amber
Thiessen.
Thiessen.
Kapowski. She's gorgeous. She's not. It doesn't even look like she's aged a day.
You tell you haven't got your glasses on because you're like your phone's like here.
It's like right.
All right.
I let her tattoo me. Can you believe it?
I don't think I wear my glasses when I do
She
that.
got the glasses on.
So
She's
you
like,
Yeah.
don't- Oh, right. Okay. Right. That's
But
okay. That's
That dot doesn't belong there.
This woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Look at the hair. That's so 90s.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you see?
Yes.
See? Yeah. 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 It was Kelly Kapowski and Kimberly from the Power Rangers. 90s all the way.
Oh
The
yeah, yeah.
pink
She
one.
was the other pink
Pink
Power
Ranger.
Ranger.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
was the
One that Steve didn't meet.
No,
The
I
one that
didn't. I
Steve
didn't know
doesn't-
her.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew the other one.
The
Patricia.
first one. The first
Are you watching
We actually
it?
went and saw Star Wars
yeah.
when it re-released.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Today's topic is, since it's Valentine's Day or Friday, depending on how you want to look at it. We're talking about not like the generic type of like, oh, romance is in the air. We're talking about all types of Disney types of love, and it includes platonic, romantic, friendships, all that kind of stuff. So I thought it'd be a good idea to get you guys to give some of your favorite like partners, or like people who inspire or like create, who have those types of relationships. And we'll get to that in a little bit, but there's a couple of things I do want to ask before we get into that. I've got a couple of questions for y'all that I threw up last minute.
Hang on a minute. What questions? There was there was no warning about this.
Tell us
I-
about the quiz.
Yeah.
I know.
So I
I
just got
know.
told I needed 5 Disney couples, and I've spent all week trying to remember them. I've one in my head.
That's fine. That's fine.
You're-
Keep that.
List, you can write down things.
You keep that. You keep that.
I've got
So-
some post-it notes with mine written on.
All of y'all are so woefully. You're usually proper prepared, you Shaz. What's going on?
I got a list. It's on my computer.
See, Jay's got a list, and Jay's the
got-
most unprepared out of
Mine's
all
right
of
here.
us.
I've got 3 words that tells you why I'm not prepared. Can you guess what they are?
Words.
By
I
one?
hate Valentines.
No. Well, yeah, but that's
Call
not-
of Duty.
yes.
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Yep.
Yeah.
But no. So, a couple of questions before we get into it. There's literally only there's like 2. I think you'll be all right.
A couple is
Um,
2, so it best not be more than 2. Then it will be 3.
It'll be 3 exactly.
It
then
would
it'll
be a few.
exactly.
Yeah,
Anything
many.
after a few is several. So
There you go.
no, we've got 2 questions. We've got 2 questions. So the first one is, what's one of your favorite things to see in the parks in terms of like relationships between like the characters, or things that you just see in general? Like, when you see like Mickey and Minnie, or you see like Donald and Daisy, or like those type of things. Any particular like interests that you, or any particular like memories that you've got that you want to whip up
Chippendale.
and share? Chippendale, yeah. Okay,
They're the
One of-
first people I think of when you think of a couple of people in the park.
yeah, no, that is true.
Because they're batshit mental.
Yeah, absolutely, they're crazy. They are absolutely crazy, for sure.
I mean, I've seen video, not personally experienced, but Pirate Red. There's
Oh, wow.
there's a girl that has cancer, and she comes to the parks like once or twice a year,
I'm
and always
yeah,
hangs
yeah.
out with Pirate
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
she just like does the coolest things with her and takes her around the park. And
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love that. That's nice.
I just like looking at all the families that are having a lot of fun.
yeah.
I
You
just
know,
like
you
looking
see-
at Pirate Red.
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Like,
but you know, you go into the park and everybody's like super happy and stuff. Usually,
Yeah.
that's neat to see.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think for me, it's one of those where it's like just being like Steve said, just being able to see all the families, and like, especially when it's like, I saw a couple when I was there last time. It was like their first time. That you could just
Yeah,
tell it was
that's
their first time.
what's cool is when you
And
see
they were
their
just
first.
and they were just taken.
Yeah.
They were just taken aback from like, and it was like, it was kind of like an out of body experience for them, because you saw them take a step back, and then it was like, whoa, wait a minute, there's the castle. Here, I'm actually here. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Yep.
And
The other one that always stands out, and I've seen this, and I'm sure Steve's seen this personally too. But the Alice and the piano player, and they do the
Yep.
musical.
That's a
chairs
lot
and
of
all that
fun. They do
Yeah.
the musical chairs.
out in
Oh,
front
that's
of
cool.
Yeah.
Walt
That's cool.
Disney Girl now.
Yeah.
Alice and the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, or your video with the Mad Hatter when he's
Yeah.
On the
the
teacups.
Yeah. They go on the teacups.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
They involve themselves with other guests.
Yeah.
And with the kids and stuff. So it's really neat to see the interaction between.
it's kind of fun when he just started going around the teacups and like was pouring.
Yeah,
it to
pretending
you.
to yeah.
That's cool.
Pretty fun.
And then the guy next to me didn't want anything to do with it, and then
Spoiled sport.
Idiot.
Yeah.
The princesses do that on the carousel at the Magic Kingdom, and they come out after the fireworks sometimes at night and just ride
That's
the
cool.
carousel, which is quite cool. Not
Yeah.
all the time; it's just random.
Yeah.
when I was doing my 360 pictures, Snow White and Cinderella, I think, when I was doing the 360, they saw that I was like going around with my camera, and they're all like waving at me and stuff. So when
Oh,
you look
nice.
at the 360 on Google Maps, you'll see them like with their hands up, waving to me.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
That's so
it's
cool.
funny. It's just
Yeah.
a neat interaction stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like any interaction I feel is like just so special with like how it's portrayed, because obviously it's done with the intention of like the love and the
I get that from Jafar.
yeah. See, Jafar's awesome. Jafar's
He likes
great.
my tattoo. He loves me.
That's it.
So I'm
That's it.
terrified of him. It's hilarious.
I mean, I can see why. He is kind of like those eyes are kind of like
He's got a superbly twisty mustache and a lovely.
He has. It's very
Beard.
cool. Little goatee. Yeah, it's very cool.
Shaz,
I
can
like
you
it.
touch it?
Oh no, you never touch it because it's Jafar.
No.
You have to.
You have
Well,
to-
he's got one of the masks anyway, so
Yeah.
And Captain
it's-
Hook, he's always very special to me when I'm in the park.
Yeah.
He likes my
Yeah.
tattoo with him as well.
Yeah. That's it.
Well,
And
wait till you see him at Disneyland and you show them. They'll probably come up to you and stuff and talk to you. Or not talk to you, but interact
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
Huh?
So I think that's one of the
No.
you can't talk.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the special things as well. Like when you finally meet like your favorite character, and it's like pulling it from like the movie and everything like that. It's so special. Like the main reason why I wanted to go to the Halloween party was because Stitch is there dressed as Elvis. It's been like a goal of mine to meet him or see something of like forever. Ever since like I watched the movie, I was like, I want this to be a thing. I need to like meet this character, and it's.
Do you not make a point of meeting
finally
Stitch
came
every
true.
time?
Of course I do. Because
But it's special because it's Elvis.
it's special because it's Elvis. Like Stitch is no matter what. There's a whole reason why I did Ohana. It's the whole reason why I did like the last time I went, when I was back in 2011, and I was a little bit younger, so I could probably get away with it. I did the dance party with Stitch in Tomorrowland. I was 16. I was 16. Ages ago. I wasn't 12. I felt 12, but I was 16. But I did the dance party with Stitch when I was there in Tomorrowland, and that was a lot of fun. And then obviously the Halloween party was like the big highlight and stuff. So anytime I get to meet Stitch, anytime I get to meet like any of like my favorite characters, it's always so
Sam and
special.
I met him on Valentine's Day last year.
Oh, nice. How was that? Was that anything different, special, or is it just regular Stitch?
Yeah, it's regular Stitch. It's always fun meeting Stitch.
Yeah. It's always fun. Stitch is great. I love Stitch. He's my favorite, as you all know. But yeah, okay. So believe it or
He
not.
hides it so well. Me and Bobber.
Yeah, exactly. It's like me. It's like you and Bobber. So things that we love to see in the park. I think the next one is things that we love to see in like the movies and things like that. Any like taking away like the relationship kind of like aspects of like say the princess movies or anything like that. Anything in particular from like your favorite movies that you thoroughly enjoy that makes you want to go back and watch and kind of enjoy that experience over and over.
It's hard.
I can't think right now.
I just want to watch Star Wars over and over.
Yeah.
The originals.
The originals, yeah, fair. How so though? Like the nostalgia, the music,
Yeah,
like
again, I think it's kind of a mix of everything, but mainly like nostalgia stuff. And
yeah.
I grew up
on it.
in 77.
Yeah,
I grew up on it. I actually never saw the movie in the theater till later, but I had all the action figures and playing around with all the play sets and and all that, and then later on, growing up, then you start hearing the music and appreciating that part of the movie as well.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
There's
What
just
about you,
something
Anna?
about the opening crawl of Star Wars that does it for me.
I could
Every time.
watch The Lion King on repeat over and over again, but specifically the scene where Simba's dad dies. And I know it sounds really deep, but it's so emotional, and I think it was just so
for sure.
done.
Yeah,
I just watched that 10-second clip over and over on repeat.
Yeah. It's a very raw scene. It really, really is, and it kind of resonates with like that pure emotion and like that father and son love, and it's like okay, and then the hatred of like Scar kind of just like imbues, and it's like holy crap, this means a lot. Like I'm crying over an animated lion. Like what is going on?
Yeah,
it's like what is happening?
Yeah.
But yeah. What about you, Shaz?
The opening 5 minutes of Up.
Oh yes. Up just pulls the heartstrings. Like honestly,
Carl Fredrickson's love
time.
story to him being on his own, and he's like on his own in that house, being a miserable bastard, and he's not moving because it's his house, and he was there with the love of his life, who now is no longer with him. So bugger off.
That's actually one of my answers.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I mean,
I love Up. It's brilliant.
Up is a fantastic film. It really, really is. One of the scenes for me is the end of Toy Story 3, where Andy drives off and they're on the porch,
and he leaves them on the porch.
Woody just goes, "So long, partner." Every time I cry like a little bitch. I cannot help it. Every time. Like everyone says, like the trash compactor scene.
No, that's harrowing.
That's harrowing. That's not sad. That's like, this could be the end, and then no, that scene is where the emotions hit for sure.
It's when Iron Man dies.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
okay. That was bad.
I'm not there yet, but okay. I feel like
he dies.
No, everyone dies at the end of Endgame. I know that. I know that much.
There was grown men sniveling when he.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can see that.
I kept having to remind myself, this is just a movie. Stop.
Yeah.
This is just a movie.
But the thing is, though, we've grown up with these characters, like. And like I said to you before I started all this Marvel stuff that I'm currently going through, Iron Man has been a favorite of mine since I was a kid. So, and that they were the movies that I watched when they came out. Like I watched 1, 2, and 3 when they came out. And those were like, it's a big thing for me. Like I was a big fan of like Iron Man and the comics and, the cartoon and stuff like that. And it was like, that was a big thing for me. So... Same with like Spider-Man and Deadpool. They were like the other two that I really enjoyed, like from the Marvel side of stuff. And it like you've got like we grew up with these characters. Like we've. It sounds stupid, but you've kind of made a bond with them because of the nostalgia and because of like how many times you've watched them and how many movies there are and or how many series there are and stuff like that. Yeah. Like another scene for me is the end is in like Lilo and Stitch 2. When Stitch kind of like dies, and that makes me go absolutely like makes me bawl like a little baby. So it's just so many. Disney's good at like pulling out the emotions, making you cry, pulling out the emotions, and so. But yeah, anyhow, it's a good quality to have. I don't know. I can't think of a recent movie. I can't think of actually getting. Encanto got me a little bit towards the end, but it wasn't so much as like crying. It was more so like relief that there was kind of like that acceptance, and I think that's the most recent one I've watched. No, it's not. Elemental. Elemental was all right. It was fine. It was not as emotional as I thought it was going to be.
What princess movie gets you, Zach? You being a princess, not gets you, but what's the one that like hits you the hardest when something happens? No point asking Steve. He's never seen any of them.
It's a tough question, that, you know. It's a tough question.
Snow White. I just saw Snow White.
Yeah, Snow White. Yeah. Probably Rapunzel. Probably Tangled. Rapunzel. The scene. There's probably two. The scene where Eugene's in with Rapunzel and he cuts her hair. That's
when you think he's gonna die.
Yeah, and then the lantern scene is just
when they're on the river and they're singing to each other.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Liar.
It's one of the best
movie.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the best bits of like cinematography of I would say of like a most not even recent, because Tangle came out like what, 2010?
Oh my god, is it that long ago?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Shit, I feel really old now.
I know. Same.
Oh, shut up.
Alrighty, so we've talked a little bit about what we like, what we love. So on to the main topic, and the reason why I asked you to make your little list that you've so handsomely done. We are going.
He's got one.
Yeah, it's fine.
That I remember.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, there you go. One's enough. Yeah. So there are a few that the main topic is, it doesn't have to be and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It doesn't have to be
good.
There are a few that, obviously, when you think of that kind of thing, you think, oh, love is, it has to be romantic, but it's not. Like, love can be friends, it can be platonic, it can be siblings and that kind of stuff. Like it, love comes in every shape and size. So, it's the whole point of being able to what was I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know either. I'm just rambling. I'm rambling. Yeah. So we can go around and we can go around and we can
stuffing them all out at once, are we?
No. We're gonna take our time with it. So this is the main topic. This is what we're here for. So Annie, do you want to start with your first one? Or
Obviously, my first one is going to be.
You've written it on your hand.
Nala and Simba.
Nala and Simba.
Hands down, Nala and Simba.
Okay.
I just love them.
Yeah.
They're just I don't even have the words.
Yeah.
Like, I can't sit and watch a lot of films, but I can sit and watch The Lion King.
Yeah.
And the way that their relationship blossoms.
Because they hate each other to start with, because they're like...
It's like me and my wife. So I hate
you hate each other at first.
But they have moments now where they hate each other. It's hilarious.
90% of the time. But yeah, hands down, Nala and Simba will be my number one couple, not even just Disney couple in the entire world.
Yeah. I mean, fair. No, I get where you come from, because Nala and Simba's relationship was, like you said, it started off like they didn't like each other, and they were very competitive and reluctant, and then as like,
wow, good wife, look service.
At it. I know, look at that. As the time skip came along, and now kind of like they both reunite and all that kind of stuff. It's heartwarming to see kind of like that relationship blossom, and it's good times. So yeah, I get it. That's a good one to start off with. I appreciate that.
Don't leave the hood up. Can't take you seriously when you're a pink unicorn.
Is that a sock monkey thing?
It's a unicorn.
Oh, it is. It looks like a sock monkey.
He's a unicorn.
Oh no, we killed those in Call of Duty.
Yes, we do.
Shaz, what's your first one?
But you can't guess in a million years what my first one is.
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt and Leia. Yeah.
No, shocking enough, there's no Star Wars on my list, but there is some Marvel. I've got 2 Marvel on my list. Okay. I'm going for I'm going for a platonic first.
Okay.
Bucky Barnes and Steve Rogers.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. How so? Yeah. Best friends.
Best friends forever.
Yeah. I mean, they are.
Should have been the new Captain America.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I don't understand. I'm not there, but I know, obviously, because I've seen the trailer for A Brave New World. I don't understand why Falcon is.
Well, let's not talk about it because it will make us both angry. Well, make me and him angry. But the fact that he goes back to rescue him. He goes back to rescue him when he's told he can't.
Yeah.
And even when he's the Winter Soldier and he knows he's the Winter Soldier, he does whatever he can to save him and the other way around. So they're always there for each other.
That was a really touching moment in the Winter Soldier where they were on the roof, like the glass roof, and Bucky was just literally beating the crap out of him. And it was like to the end.
I'm not going to
hit
you to the end of the line.
Yeah. Oh my god, that sent a couple of tears down, man. I was like, holy shit, that's good. Yeah, it's no, them two together are obviously they're best friends. It's good that they were both kind of even from the first one, you could just see the relationship of being best friends just come together. It was
And in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right at the beginning, Bucky hates Sam. He hates him.
Yeah.
And even all the way through that, they've got this love-hate relationship. They want to kind of get on because they're both friends with Steve, but they don't want to get on because they hate each other. That dynamic's quite funny as well.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. When I get there, I'm looking forward to carrying on with the Marvel stuff, but I'm not quite there yet. Getting there. But that's a good one to start. That's a good one for you, Shaz. That's a good one. Yeah. Steve, what about you? First one for you?
First one. Let's see. Who should I pick? I'll say the one that I started with yesterday when we were playing Call of Duty, making a list up. I said Star-Lord and Gamora.
Oh yeah, okay.
Those two. It was so fun watching them, grow and
they hated each other,
and then from hating each other to liking each other but
someone's
now
spoken thing.
It's just a funny or a fun relationship to watch.
Yeah, definitely. That I've just finished watching Guardians Volume 2, so I can't to see that to see that relationship kind of blossom and kind of I'm talking Marvel, guys. I feel very, very
that's good.
I know
I knew we'd convert you.
Yeah.
I don't know why I never I used to watch them all the time. I'm going on a side rant. No, I used to really enjoy the standalone Marvel movies, but I think when the MCU came out, it was just media kind of just.
I think it was for you maybe a little overwhelming because there was just so much.
It was just so much, yeah. So, but that relationship to get along with is really, really good.
Yeah.
Speaking of that one, I've not got it on my list, but Drax and Mantis. Is it Mantis?
Oh, that
relationship is hilarious.
Hi, Drax.
I love that. It's so good. Again, I've not got it on my list, but Deadpool and Yukio. That's another fantastic. Hi, Wade. Hi, Yukio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another good one. But definitely. Jay, first one for you. Who are you going with?
Well, I was going to say Captain Falcon, and that's good. I like when they're running around and he's just
on your left.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That's kind of going off of Shaz's. So
yeah,
that's okay.
I actually had 6, so I'm going to change my first one. And Sam and Korra from Tron.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I mean, even
Okay.
from the first time that she sees him, she like he hops in the car, she looks him up and down. You know, like it's on already.
Yeah. Getting
Is that
on
how
like
it works,
Donkey
eh?
Kong.
See, so
Yeah.
Zach, next
Yeah.
time you decide you're going to date someone, don't say nothing. Just look them up and down. You know it's on.
There you go. There you
And
go.
then she's gonna go, "What are you looking at?"
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. There you go. There you go. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. I've not watched Tron Legacy in so long. I need
I
to
know.
watch the Tron movies.
I only saw it once. I need to watch it again.
Yeah,
I know.
Watch it again. It's so
No.
good.
But I've seen the original like 100 million times.
I was gonna say I've seen the original so many times, like it was
Have you
always on repeat.
If you watch them one after the other, it's so good.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what
I also love the book scene when she's like, "Oh, have you?" Well, I forgot what the
Hey,
outfit was
Jules
like.
Verne.
Yeah, Jules Verne. He's like,
Oh, that's good.
no,
That's
it's a
good.
very playful relationship they had.
Yeah, yeah. That's good. That's good. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna go the other. I'm gonna go kind of the same way. I'm gonna go. Well, no, I'm going platonic. Well, yeah, I'd say platonic, but more like it kind of deviates into like a sibling in terms of if you've watched the movie and stuff, and it's Hero and Baymax from Big Hero 6.
That's a good one.
Obviously Hero, the brother of Tadashi who made Baymax. Baymax is, the just a lovable delight. And Hero is, he wants to carry on his brother's kind of like legacy and all that kind of stuff, and wants to find out what happened to his brother. And it's just Big Hero 6 itself is just a fantastic movie. It's like one of my favorites.
It's really
It's very underrated.
It really so underrated. The soundtrack is Fallout Boy Immortals.
Oh, I love that.
Fantastic song. And just the whole kind of like the whole movie itself, it's just great. Like the characters are good. But yeah, I'd class it as like a platonic / like sibling relationship, because Baymax is kind of like an extension of Tadashi. So I'd probably put it with that. And then I'm just gonna pop it out that Lewis has sent me some stuff, so I'm gonna bring out Lewis's as well. I'm just gonna go down his list, and I'm gonna go. I'll go for his favorite romantic relationship, and it's Hercules and Meg. He didn't send me a reason why, but I can understand Hercules and Meg, like them two together are just. They start off not liking each other and kind of like squabbling and becoming like close and squabbling.
I like that word, squabbling.
Yeah, it's good words. Yeah, bringing out all the stops tonight with words.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that's Lewis's first one, and then we'll just start the carousel again. So Annie, it's down to you again. What's your number 2?
She's consulting her hand.
Yeah.
My second one's probably Lady and the Tramp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
nice.
I've totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 worlds apart, and yet they were brought together. So it doesn't matter how different you are. And I think it goes to show like equality is kind of been a big thing for a very, very long time, and none of us really realised what Disney were doing all those years ago. And I think that movie really highlights that, and their relationship. It is just the tramp is
She just likes a bad boy. That's what it is.
That's it. Yeah.
all over the bad boys.
Yeah, but it also has that most memorable,
that
scene
iconic
with the
scene
spaghetti.
from Tony's
From the
restaurant.
spaghetti,
Yeah.
I mean, that must be really difficult. I can't slurp up one bit of spaghetti, let alone do it to someone else.
You'll be like I Love Lucy with the scissors.
You can't even practice because Lauren doesn't eat spag bowl. So you can't
No, she'll eat the spaghetti, but she'll only eat anything tomato-based sauce because she's boring.
And she brought you food and everything, right?
I know, yeah.
I did text her about 10 times. I was like, I'm hungry. Bring me food.
That's love. That is.
That's love. Yeah, exactly. Oh.
You're right though. That's a real good one. The fact
Yeah,
that
it's a really
they
good
are
one,
so
yeah.
different, but yet they kind of are brought together.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's, like Annie was saying, like Disney were doing this and people didn't even realize, and then you kind of look back at it with open eyes and you're like, yeah, it kind of makes sense that two vastly different kind of like, people, or as it was meant to be interpreted, is like brought together under just pure love and just pure, doesn't matter where you come from or who you are, it's
There was just no judgment with it.
just exactly, that's exactly it, no judgment, and that's what matters. Yeah. Shaz, what about you? What's your second one?
Carl and Ellie up.
Carl and Ellie. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How so?
Well, she kind of bullied him into it right at the beginning.
Yeah.
He's like a little shy kid, and she's like all noise mouth, bravado. And their kind of roles reverse sort of halfway through their relationship, because it's obvious that they want to have kids and they can't. So they decide that they're going for another route in life, and they play all their time, effort, and money trying to save up to go on their big adventure.
Yeah.
And life gets in the way, and they never do it.
Yeah. And again, that's one of those things where it's like, it was kind of like realistic in that sense, where like it didn't just happen. And that's kind of like,
it's not all sweetness and light like a lot of Disney movies are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think that's why Up kind of like wrenches at like the heart so much, because of that first like 5-10 minutes is like,
and there's not a word spoken.
No. It's just music. It's just actions, and it's
just the scenes flipping back and forth.
That's it.
Flipping buttons forwards.
Yeah. It's incredible. It really is. It's just lovely. It is such. Yeah, I can see Carl and Ellie. That's definitely a good one, for sure. Steve, what about you? What's your second one?
So my second one is actually not with two people.
Okay.
But it's Walt and the love of the park that he created.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
So, something like that.
Yeah.
Where he spent all that money, all that time for a dream.
Yeah.
And for all of us to enjoy. So
Exactly.
After everybody told him that it would never happen.
It would never work. It never happen. And now look. So.
Exactly. And I think that was just a theme for Walt in his life, when it like people were always putting down like, oh, you're too ambitious, it's never going to work. Same with Snow White, the same with the parks, the same with literally everything up until like, until he became a massive success, that they were always kind of doubting him.
Thinking about building Disney World, they told him it was too ambitious to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because especially when it came to Epcot, because he wanted it to be an actual community of people working and living and the future. Exactly. But yeah,
that tomorrow.
World of tomorrow. Exactly.
Sorry.
Experimental prototype community of tomorrow.
Yeah.
We call it Epcot. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that was my second one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And that really, without Walt, we wouldn't be here. This podcast wouldn't exist. Disney wouldn't exist. We
wouldn't know each other.
We wouldn't know each other. You
guys would still be in the rain and dreary lives without us Americans. So.
Steve would be punching people in the face.
Exactly. See, Disney
You'd have
really
a quiet life, though.
It'd be way too quiet.
Way too quiet. Yeah, way too quiet.
Yeah.
Oh man. Jay, what about you? What's your second one, man?
My second one actually was Carl and Ellie as well.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
But for different reasons to me?
Kind of the same, technically. I mean, I do like how, like you're saying, they didn't get to do what they wanted to do. And then she dies, and then he's like, you know what? I'm going to do something.
I'm going to make it happen.
I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah.
I'm going to change my answer. I'm going to say all of us.
Oh, okay.
Right here, we're all friends.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, definitely.
Whatever. Suck up.
Such an ass.
Oh, school with me.
Oh man, no, I totally get it. Yeah, and I mean, the Carl and Ellie, man, it's a really good one. It's when you think of it, you kind of think of that, Carl wanted to bring Ellie's dream to life, and he did. So it's kind of it makes a lot of sense. Like even after she passed, that love still kind of like continues and everything. And
yeah, but
Jason, you've got to explain why you picked all of us for people that don't know us, because that's totally obvious to us.
Yeah.
we all are just like friends from other countries that. Yeah. I mean, especially for you guys to always stay up late and
because we're in the future and it's easier.
Yeah, and meet us on our time is that's unheard of.
It means it actually means a lot to us.
It does.
Yeah.
And
your cat.
What?
Lauren, are you shouting?
No, but I'll just tell the fast story.
Yeah.
So Steve was a subscriber of mine back in the day, and then we started talking, and then we had friends in common with Alex and Chris, and then we started hanging out, and I invited them to my channel, so we started doing things, and then I found Zach, and from there we found Sharon and Sam, and then now Annie, part of this whole thing, and answering C's in our trivia game. No, but it's like just the way we all connected this past year, and then Shaz and I have talked about this many times, how much it's like helped us and changed our.
It's completely been life changing for me.
Oh, definitely, for sure. For me as well, it's I'm so glad we're all friends, and so glad that we've all connected, and my life is so much better with having you guys in it, for sure. Like definitely, it's made a massive improvement on like me in general and just everything. And I just want to thank y'all for being awesome. And I love you guys, I really do. You're the bestest friends. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. We do too. Then you're too young.
Yeah. I know Ditto's from Pokemon. I know that.
It's from Ghost, but it's a copy.
Oh, Ghost. Okay. The Patrick Swayze thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. See, I know things.
Things.
I know
Zach
things.
knows things.
Zach knows things. Exactly.
Even though he's like 12, he knows things.
What's your second one?
My second one. I'm gonna go for, off my little list here, I'm gonna go for Roger and Jessica Rabbit. Now, yeah. So Roger Rabbit, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, is like one of my favorites. It's probably my favorite like hybrid live action film. Just the way that Roger is, just being comedic and just being silly and goofy. I feel like I kind of resonating with a little bit, because like I also like to try and be funny and be goofy and a little bit stupid. I mean, I don't know if it works, but I try.
It works for Roger, because that's the reason she says she likes him.
Exactly, because it makes him laugh. And it's not always about you look at some of the Disney, like the Disney films or like films, it's all about looks and everything like that. Personality never really kind of like comes into it until after. With Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Jessica's like, oh, that's the first thing I kind of like fell in love with, was his personality, and because he's an absolute mental case. He's hilarious. Like, so, and I kind of resonate with that. So I love Roger and Jessica Rabbit. So that's my second one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Alrighty, we're going back round the carousel.
We're back to me.
Oh yeah, Lewis's. Oh yeah, I forgot one of Lewis's. Never mind. 1 minute.
That's all right.
We're an extra minute. Sorry, Lewis. I'm gonna go with his next one. Favorite familiar relationship is Carla and Tarzan. It's been forever since I've watched Tarzan, so. But if I remember rightly, then it was a good little relationship between the two of them, with like being friends and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, but I've not watched Tarzan.
I never watched it.
I've not watched Tarzan in forever. So
I've been in this tree house, but that's why.
Yeah, I've been in the tree house, but I think the last time I watched Tarzan was like fucking, like 2006 or something like that. Like it's been a long time. It's been almost a decade since I've watched Tarzan. So, do a watch. All right, go on, Annie. Sorry, my bad.
Funnily enough, my next one was actually Tarzan.
Oh,
really?
Oh, read that. Your handwriting, it's like Egyptian hieroglyphics. But anyway.
Well, she can't see. Yes, I'm already on blur first.
Yeah.
I think I wrote Anne Jane, but again, I can't read my own handwriting.
I get that. Yeah.
I think I watched this film when I was about 5, and when Shaz said to me I needed to pick 5 Disney relationships, I had to think of movies I'd watched, and they were the only 2 names that come to mind.
Yeah.
So, I love them.
Yeah. Fair.
Done.
No, I love them.
Tarzan and Jane, I love
That's
them.
another one where they kind of start up. Not really. She does not like him.
No.
She thinks he's a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, because he's
And
a bit of a knob.
He frustrates the hell out of her, which seems to be a bit of a thing with these kind of romantic Disney relationships.
The only thing I ever remember about that movie is the meme where he's swinging and he's holding her by using 2 hands. And how is he holding on to the vine?
Let's not think about it.
That's the only thing.
Like Superman.
Yeah.
Who's got me? Who's got you?
He's got very strong thighs.
Get very strong cheek muscles.
Every time I see Tarzan, it's that, and then it's another one where it's like, why does he not have a beard? Why is he clean shaven?
Yeah.
But it's like, how old is Tarzan?
How old is Tarzan? I don't know. 20? I don't know.
Well, he wouldn't know, would he? Because he doesn't know when he was born, because he was abandoned, and he was grown up, and he was brought up by monkeys. Well, gorillas, but
monkeys.
How do you know when you're
It's
birthday?
He
Minky.
was born on the 1st of January, 1900s.
Apparently, he's born. Apparently, he was 18.
Yes, 1900s.
A young American woman. Jane wasn't American. She was English. What's going on? Google's lying to me, man.
Alexa, how old were Tarzan and Jane?
Tarzan and Jane was released 22 years
No.
and 6
No. No.
Tarzan was born in 1900s.
No, darling. I need to know how old he is, not when the movie was released.
Alexa, how old is Tarzan?
Don't mess with Lauren.
Tarzan was born on the 1st of January.
You don't have to yell at me.
I think
You don't mess with Lauren.
the
Jeez.
point I was getting at was it doesn't matter how old you are, they can still demonstrate love.
How very profound. Well done.
Oh gosh. Yeah, no, that's a good one, to be fair. But like I say, I've not watched Tarzan in forever. I just remember the soundtrack.
Phil
The
Collins.
soundtrack's absolutely Phil Collins, absolutely banging, and just the relationship between Tarzan and Jane, which is good. I mean, like they hate each other at the beginning, which, like Shaz was saying, it kind of is a theme with like the Disney kind of like.
She hates him. I just think he drives her nuts. But that's that's normal for a bloke to drive a woman nuts, because that's what you guys do.
Exactly. We're good at that. We know what we're doing. We drive nuts every day.
You just go.
All right, Shaz, what's your next one? Your third one?
Okay, I'm going for an X-Men.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Which one? Ooh, Gambit and Rogue.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah. Okay. How
They've
so?
got a weird, funny relationship.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
I'm not sure which one of them likes the other one, but they never
I don't think they know either.
And they don't ever kind of get to any kind of romance. They just have this very weird kind of siblingy, best friendy, complicated.
And that's
thing.
from the cartoon.
Yeah. It's a running theme in the cartoon from like.
It kind of goes that way.
In 97.
It definitely goes that way in X-Men 97, and it went, and it brushed upon it in the movies, but
because in the movie
when
it's
you watch
Iceman.
Yeah. But I like the way that they're just kind of besties, but they're not besties. But are they besties?
Yeah.
Are they more like brother and sister? What the hell's going on with them?
Yeah, they're very much like frenemies, aren't they? In that kind of like sense.
Frenemies.
Yeah, but they're also to the point if somebody messes with the other one.
Oh, they'll kick that person's ass. Yeah, no, absolutely
Yeah.
not. No, yeah, totally. Yeah, it's very much like, I wouldn't say love hate, but I totally get what you mean with that. Yeah. That's like they don't want to admit that they kind of like care about each other in that kind of sense, if that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, that's a definitely a good one. Definitely a good one.
I was trying not to be like. I was trying to pick things that weren't obviously stereotypical.
Oh yeah. I totally get that. That's fine. You knocking it out of the park. You're doing great. Steve, next one for you.
My next one is also not person to person.
Okay.
But it's Tron, the original Tron.
Yeah.
Flynn with his love for arcade games.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Because I can relate to that.
Yes. Yeah. I bet. Yeah. Absolutely.
I can too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I can as well. I'm a big fan of games. Always have been. It's definitely, and I think that's one of the reasons why Tron kind of like, because that was the first time from what I remember as a kid that was kind of like put on the big screen or put on like where it was kind of like normalized.
Yeah.
As like,
and what I thought was fun was after the movie, they actually made a video game Tron.
Yeah.
With the light cycles, with
I love
the core. Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
And seeing all, I grew up with all those games. So seeing them in the movies, you're like, oh, I remember that game.
Yeah.
That's, or you see a new game.
Yeah. My brother Jake was very similar with how I was with Tron when I was growing up with Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, exactly.
My brother Brandon loved it. Would be on like 6 times a day, just on repeat.
Yeah,
like put that movie on.
I like that movie too. Yeah,
Wreck-It Ralph is so good. It's such a good film, and it being able to like, and it because he loved it. Like he knew it. If I turned it on for him now, he'd probably be able to still recite this for it word for word because he'd watched it. Honestly, he watched it that many times when he was a kid.
The thing that gets me even now is way back. I know when was Tron
81 or something like that.
Yeah, so I was about 10, 11 when it came out ish. But from then, it's obvious that people love video games, and it was like you're a bit weird. You like video games a lot. People still think you're weird when you like video games now. It's completely normalized.
Yeah.
But if I say, "What are you doing tonight?" "Oh, I'm going to go and play Call of Duty." "Oh, aren't you a bit old to play that?"
No. Exactly.
I just played Mario Kart. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we'll be practicing it later. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Like it baffles me. Like it's so normalized nowadays to like, and even if you think back to like 10, 12 years ago, superheroes wasn't that big of a thing. For like,
it was just in the comics until
the MCU came about.
Exactly.
That was when it was like normalized for everyone, and now
it was the same if you were a Star Wars fan. If you liked Star Wars, when I was growing up, especially being a girl, I was a freak for liking Star Wars and being a girl. Jeez, crack. Because I wasn't into all that girly stuff. I was like, ooh, you're weird. But until even after the prequels, up until they really started working on the sequel movies, it was not cool to like Star Wars.
No, that's it.
And nobody knew who Boba Fett was.
No, which he's been in it since the beginning. Like,
well, not the actual beginning, second movie, but
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like the originals.
Right in
the re-release, you see him in the first movie.
Yeah, but not.
Oh yeah.
You didn't see him till the Empire when they were released.
Yeah.
So what was that? 78? No, 81.
80. 1980.
80.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Get the conversation back to Boba.
Yeah. Always. No, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one, Steve. Yeah, that's a good one. What about you, Jay? What's your next one?
Well, speaking of Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph and Penelope.
Oh yeah, nice.
Friendship.
Yeah.
He's really huge. He's this huge big guy, and she's this tiny little Bobby thing.
Yeah, it works out. They kind of like a brother and sister relationship.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's very like sibling kind of relationship.
He's like her big brother.
Yeah. So that's a really good one.
That had a game too that they came out with the Fix It Felix.
Yeah. Fix It Felix.
Oh yeah, Fix It Felix came out as a game. Yeah, it did. Yeah,
pretty much reminds me of like
Donkey Kong.
Like he's this big guy, and Felix is this little Mario looking guy.
Yeah. No,
an actual plumber.
An actual plumber. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
When Donkey Kong came out, you never knew what Mario was until later on.
I don't think he was.
No, he wasn't anything. He was just like the little dude that tried to kill him off.
Yeah, that's
Save
it.
the princess.
Save the princess. Exactly.
This is not Disney, but I was just bringing up another fact. When around the same time Tron came out, and we were talking about video games, but Last Starfighter.
Love that.
Yeah.
Had the whole video game in that as well, which I never made that a game, but
no.
The Last Starfighter is such an underrated film. A lot forget about it, but it's so cool.
We're supposed to be remaking that too.
Really?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because when we were mentioning video games, with the other movie that's not Disney is Ready Player One.
Yeah, I was going to say Ready Player One. Yeah. So my next one is I'm going to go for Lilo and Stitch. Now,
what a shocker!
I mean, is there any doubt? The whole this is a whole thing for why, like Lilo and Stitch for me. This is the whole reason why it's one of my favorites, is because I was the weird kid when I was younger. I mean, I'm still fucking weird now. I'm still a weird kid. I was weird. Like I was like, I didn't fit into many. Like I didn't fit into like the groups until I got to like end of high school, when I was like full on like fucking emo galore. And so Lilo and Stitch for me was like the big one, where it was like I kind of like resonated with Lilo a little bit, being like the shy one, like the odd one out and everything like that. And Lilo in Polynesian means lost, and Stitch obviously means to bring together. So it's to be lost and to be put together, essentially, is the title of the movie. And it kind of just really made me understand and appreciate like the whole kind of like Lilo and Stitch kind of like aspects of them, like becoming best friends and all that kind of stuff. And so it's beautiful. I love Stitch. I love the whole movie. I love the whole vibe of like the whole. It's set in Hawaii, which was unique for the time as well, because it was the only kind of like Polynesian kind of like representation before Moana for years. And so it's a fan favorite. It's my favorite
one.
Yeah, I like that one. Lewis's next one is a platonic relationship, and it's Timon and Pumbaa. Now I know that we can talk about Timon and Pumbaa. They're so good together. That they're both fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic characters, like side characters, and honestly, I think they're like one of the best parts of the Lion King. But Annie, what's your next one?
I mean, it was the same.
There you go. Well, explain. Well, how so? Why so?
They're just chalk and cheese. I mean, Hakuna Matata.
No worries. Means no worries.
I mean,
exactly.
It is just fantastic the whole way through. It's just they bring the comedy to it.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
And it's just fantastic.
Yeah, the song's just fantastic.
Means no worries. Got Bob Marley in my head now.
When I was a young warthog.
You can't get enough fart jokes either. There's a lot of fart jokes in The Lion King.
There is, yeah. Not in front of the kids.
I love me a fart joke.
But yeah, no, it's Timon and Pumbaa are like fantastic. They really, really are. It's like, And the fact that he took like Simba under his wing was like just, it was cool. It was a good plot to the movie for him to like be able to like mature and grow up to be, appreciate.
Yeah,
what he
that was
needed
kind of
do
cool to
and stuff.
see because it was them two, and then Simba came in, and then now
Yeah.
it's like the three kind of brothers all hanging out.
That's it, exactly. It's like a trio of like friends with very accepting, everything like that. Yeah, for sure.
Just shows you can be good friends no matter how different you are.
Exactly like that. Exactly, for sure. Yeah. Shaz, your next one. Who is it? What is it?
Rapunzel and Flynn Rider.
Oh, I've got that one too. Okay, go on.
Yeah, it was on my list as well. But
yeah.
I just love the way she wanted to beat the living daylights out of him with a frying pan at the beginning.
At the beginning,
yes.
She hates him. In the
she hates him. He just wants to hide stuff in her tower.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Their whole relationship grows throughout the entire movie, and it's not like an atypical Disney. Oh my God, he's amazing. Oh my God, she's gorgeous relationship.
No,
they genuinely hate each other.
Yeah, for sure. Because you know,
like the whole vibe of the movie, like he just gets like worse in her eyes somehow. Like then she learns his real name, and
it's only when he takes her to see the lanterns, or they like, you've got to take me, and he's like, oh, okay. And it's only at that point that she realizes he's not actually a bad guy after all, and he realizes she's not an actual pain in the ass. Well, she is, but,
she is. Yeah, well,
yeah. But it's just
No,
great. I just really like it. And even right at the end, when he's telling the story of how they got together, it's not typical, is it?
No.
So
it's very like out of the ordinary, which is essentially again it kind of resonates with. It could resonate with people who have meet each other in like and get together and all that kind of stuff, because it's not like your typical, oh, I met this person at a coffee shop and we fell in love. It's not like the movie. It's like, oh, I absolutely fucking hated this guy to begin with, but yeah,
he was an absolute dickhead.
He was an absolute knob, but we finally got together because we found something in common. It's like,
but not until after I beat him to death with a frying pan. At least
not until I beat him, with a frying
and tied
pan.
him up.
Yeah, exactly.
Not in a kinky way. No, it's just fun. I love their relationship. It's just hilariously fun.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Steve, your next one.
He's gonna pick something random. You watch.
No. So mine is it's kind of a mix between these, and I know Sam would pick this one. Mm-hmm. It's on the far end is Captain Jack and his rum.
Oh, yeah.
In the movie, it's Will Turner and Miss Swan. So.
Pirate King Elizabeth Swan.
Yeah,
for sure. No, but that's a good one.
I thought that was well, Captain Jack and his rum, that made everything with the way he is. So.
It's all the rum gun.
Yeah,
might be all the rum gun.
And then with William Turner and Miss Swan, how they kind of knew they liked each other, but didn't really say until later on. So
yeah.
And because they were from two different walks of life.
They're what is that? Their stature. He's a blacksmith, and she's
more of a forbidden.
Yeah.
Very much like Romeo and Juliet kind of relationship in that sense. Yeah. No,
because they were from two different statuses in life. They weren't really meant to ever
be together.
He takes over the ship and can't even be with her for a while.
Right?
Yeah. Oh man, that when I like, because like Pirates is like one of my favorite kind of like franchises. It was when I watched that, I was like, oh man, like dang.
When I first saw that, I thought it was a serious movie.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it is a serious movie until
first scene. Come on.
That's what I was like. Wait, I thought this was a serious movie, but it's not. It was actually really funny.
Yeah,
it was a good movie. The first one was still the
first
best
one. Takes the cake. Yeah.
Oh, the first one's the best. Yeah, for sure. Well, Dead Man's Chest is my favorite personally, but
and then you get two others that make a fun thing in the movie is those two. No.
Oh yeah.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Those two pirates, those two guys, and then the other two were the ones then when commandeering the ship and stuff.
The two British soldiers.
Those two guys.
Yeah.
And my favorite.
They have this indirect conversation, don't they, about how which is the fastest ship while Jack's stiggling it.
Yeah.
They're so distracted.
Yeah.
My favorite scene with the two pirates is where they're in like the little dinghy boat, and he's like, "What are you reading for? You can't read. It's the Bible. I got points for trying."
Yeah. What, when they're dressed up like women and one's got and he's fanning himself. It's so funny.
Yeah. When he had the fork in his eye.
Oh yeah.
And the one keeps calling everybody a puppet. Hello, puppet.
Hello, puppet.
Hello, puppet.
You see his eye through the crack of the door.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, good times. Jay, your next one.
Well, considering it was Rapunzel, I actually had quite a few, so I'm gonna switch it up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh man, I just skipped on his name. But Emperor's New Groove.
God,
what's his name now?
the kid.
Cusco. Kronk.
Cusco.
No, Cusco in John Goodman's character. Can't think of his name now.
Can't think of his name. I know who you mean. Yeah. What's he called? Oh crap.
I don't know. Whatever. But just the again, they literally hate each other. He wants to steal their land and blah blah blah. But as they go on this adventure to get somehow back to the castle, which apparently takes days now. I don't know why.
Because he's a llama, isn't he? At this point.
Yeah.
But they hate each other, but it kind of develops into this friendship.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
that's a really good one.
I need to watch that again.
I love Emperor's New Groove.
You kept falling asleep.
How?
You fall asleep in the Emperor's New Groove.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Pacha.
There you go.
Pacha,
yeah.
He's about to look it up. So.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's a good one. My next one was going to be Rapunzel and Eugene, but we've touched on it.
Is there a different reason to why I picked it?
I mean, I think it's just the relationship between them, like how it started. Like it was very like hate, like very much dislike, disdain, and just like how it grew and how it became, and then at the end it was like it all blossomed into like a relationship of like love and admiration, all that kind of stuff. And
it was probably one of the first princess movies where the relationship between the guy and the girl, because there always is one in these princess movies, wasn't straightforward.
Yeah, it was very
complicated from the outset.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. And that's kind of what I appreciated about it, because again, it was that Disney formula, but it was twisted. It was, you knew it was going to happen, but you didn't know how. And that's but moving on to ones that's very, very similar. It's going to be no surprise to y'all. Tiana and Naveen. And the whole reason is because they started off and they absolutely hated each other. Like it was very much Rapunzel and Flynn kind of levels of hate. But as they spent more time in the bayou,
when he turned her into a frog.
Oh, absolutely! Like she was like, "I ain't never gonna kiss no frog," and then it happened, and it was they spent all that time together trying to get back to
trying not to be killed because they were
trying not to be killed in the bayou. Exactly.
Eaten by the banjo playing
Louis, the banjo playing. But yeah, all of that. I mean, just the fact that that they spent all that time together, they learned to appreciate each other's time, and they slowly like fell in love with each other, and all the characters they met along the way, like Ray and Louie, and Mama Rhodey, and all of those characters, and it's just that I felt like the main portion of it wasn't about. Like with some of the princess movies, I feel like the whole kind of like thing is about like the love aspect of it. Like, oh, they're gonna fall in love, it's gonna happen. But with the Princess and the Frog, I felt like it was kind of like the B plot in a sense, because the main plot was for them to become human again. But then obviously as that happened, they fell in love and got married, and
it was like the secondary.
Yeah, and Tiana never she never gave up on a dream. They opened that restaurant, man, and that's what I appreciate about Tiana. Like, she made Naveen work his ass off. Like, she didn't go and kick back and sit back in the castle. Like, she was like, no, I'm going to open this restaurant and you're going to work for me. Like, we're going to work together. We're going to do it together. Yeah, we're going to work, bitch. Get in that kitchen and make me a sandwich.
You're going to be my bitch.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, that not only, there's so many reasons why I love Princess and the Frog, and I love Tiana, and I love the whole kind of, I love all the characters of it and all that kind of stuff. But the main reason is because Tiana had a goal. She had a dream. She made it happen, and she didn't it wasn't a traditional ending to and they lived happily ever after. They lived, of course, they lived happily ever after. They're going to, because they're in love, they fell in love, blah blah blah. But
it doesn't always work out like that, Zach.
Doesn't always work out like that. I know that. I totally. I've had my fair share. I know that. But the whole reason why I love that is because they don't kick back and go back to Maldonia and they're living off Naveen's fortune and all that kind of stuff.
No,
they open up the sugar mill on where Tiana's palace wants to be, and she opens it and she makes her dream become a reality. And it just shows that hard work and perseverance and the right people in your life can make your dream come true. And it's a lovely little message. So but yeah, that's mine.
And I wish the ride would have stuck to that story.
Yeah, I wish the ride.
It's a great story. Why mess it up with the?
Yeah, I know.
I swear, I think they did all that just so they don't have to put Dr. Facilier in there. And
because
they just wanted to not have
the coolest thing in the whole movie.
I know, but they didn't want to have to make the evil part of that. I guess.
Yeah.
Which is
that's dumb.
The reason that you should have done it, but whatever.
I mean, Dr. Facilier again is my favorite villain.
Yeah, he's so cool. They even had him walking around in the park.
I know.
That guy who played him was freaking awesome.
He was great. Yeah.
I watched him on the stage show at Disney World, the Hocus Pocus show. Fantastic, really, really good. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I love Tiana, Princess and the Frog. Lewis's next one is a mentor relationship between Baloo, Bagheera, and Mowgli.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
I was going to say, do you want to touch on that, Steve? Because I know the Jungle Book is one of your favorites.
Yeah, that was a great choice from Lewis because those three together, I can't explain it. It's too hard, but it's the friendship between the three, protecting Mowgli, and and how Baloo it's his little buddy, or you know,
my buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bagheera's a lot more
parental,
serious, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very like a parent.
He can't do that. Yeah, he's a lot more parent, whereas Baloo's more like big brother. Yeah,
Baloo's like the fun uncle. Baloo's like the fun uncle. Yeah, that's how I imagine Baloo. Yeah. And Bagheera's like the parent. Is like, you will do this, and Baloo's like, forget about it. Bare necessities. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
It's such a good film, though.
I love the Jungle Book. I love the Jungle Book. Can't wait to watch that when we get to our reviews and stuff. It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a little while down the old list, Zacharuni.
I know. That's the one.
The Jungle Book is
1965.
23 on our list.
Yeah,
67 actually.
Oh, is it 67? I thought it was before Walt passed. I thought it was 65.
It'll be somewhere towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna have to do one every week then.
Yeah. Alrighty. Annie, do you want to go on your next one?
It's the last one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
you gonna skip everybody? Or what?
I mean, I kind of wiped my hand off thinking we were at number 5. But I think the last one that I wrote down was Ariel and Eric.
Okay.
Okay.
From Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Do you want to explain why and how? And all that jazz?
I mean, a quick Google, they were just one that had come up.
Wow.
I have seen The Little Mermaid. From obviously, she's a mermaid, and he's someone I believe on land.
Yeah,
yeah. She liked that.
So again,
she's like, I need those dogs, baby. Give me those dogs.
Like two different.
She was literally like
two different walks of life.
He was literally like the first like person that she saw.
Literally, it was love at first sight for her, which is very Disney princess, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, very much so.
I had to finish on a Disney classic.
Yeah. 1989.
That you had to look up on Google.
Yeah, to look up on Google.
I've watched about 10 Disney movies, and 5 of them have been at Sharon Say So. So, my work with God has busied me in life. Disney is just getting up there.
I think the fact that she couldn't talk as well, obviously because her voice had been stolen.
Yeah.
So they kind of got to know each other by craziness.
She shut her mouth.
Yeah. Shut her mouth. Yeah.
And then when the second one came along, it was like, fucking, I wish you'd shut up. Where's Ursula?
Where's the duct tape?
Go back to the water.
Get out. Go home. Go see your parents. I can't swim anymore.
I lost my legs.
My legs. I can't feel my legs.
Sorry, Lieutenant Dan, didn't see you there. Is that it? You're not going to elaborate anymore? Does anybody else want to talk about The Little Mermaid?
No, we're done. No.
Okay, cool. We're done.
Alexa. Alexa's not working.
Go on, Shaz. What's your last one?
Bet you can't guess in a million years what it is.
Luke or Han and Leia.
No. Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter.
Oh, there
Steve
you go.
Rogers and Peggy Carter. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. She never did get that dance.
Well, see, Zach.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it to the end
I haven't
yet.
seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Spoil it for you.
Yeah,
but I
please
am going to
don't.
spoil it for you.
No, because I'm on a journey. You spoil it, you're getting turned off.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, that's a good pick.
That's a good pick. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. Them two together, they just, like, obviously from the first one from the ones that I've seen of Captain America, like Peggy like really kind of like admired his character, and it wasn't all about
even when he was a scrawny little.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
It was, it meant, which means the good guys can get the girl. You don't have to be a bit of it. You don't have to be a knobhead.
I won't spoil it for you, but all the way through, when you watch Agent Carter, all the way through Agent Carter, she's got a picture of him with her on her desk in a thing, and it's not Cap Steve, it's Scrawny Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cute. That's nice.
Yeah.
Because that's how they first met each other, and that's that's exactly, she loves him for who he is, not what he is,
What he became,
Yeah. So that's good. Yeah. Steve, what's your next one? Or your last one?
All right. So mine is off the wall, kind of, where it's
off the wall. Okay.
It's not a Disney movie. It's actually from the Disney Channel.
Okay.
And it's a show, like the only show I actually watched from the Disney Channel. And these two, they liked each other in a different way. But it was just the chemistry between the two that made it really funny between them. And it's Emmett and Teddy from Good Luck Charlie.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes.
Those two, it was just so funny when they would, because Emmett loved her.
Yeah.
And she didn't want anything to do with him.
No.
But it was just the way they would react with each other. It's just really funny.
Yeah, no.
I was going to say Mickey and Pluto. That was another one of mine, those two.
Yeah.
But I thought, let's throw in Disney Channel in there, because we always talk about the movies and everything, but not the channel.
I love the Disney. Like Good Luck Charlie was one of my favorite ones growing up.
That was like my favorite one from. I'd never really watched anything else on Disney Channel. Just Good Good Luck Charlie.
Yeah. That era of like the Disney Channel was very like my childhood with like Good Luck Charlie, Hannah Montana, Wizard of Waverly Place, Boy Meets World.
I don't know any of them.
Boy Meets World, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Boy Meets World, Topanga. Yeah,
that was on Disney Channel. Boy Meets World.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah.
I thought that was on ABC or
still Disney.
Well, I know, but I thought I was on. It wasn't on.
I think it was on reruns or later years.
Yeah, I think it was on reruns. Yeah. And then I think Saved by the Bell. It was either Nickelodeon.
That was NBC. So
was it? Yeah. So, but all of those as well were like.
It's now on Peacock.
It's on Peacock.
TV. Yeah. It's still Universal.
Yeah,
NBC.
Universal, NBC.
Yeah. Comcast. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's a good choice, man. That's a good one to finish off with for sure. Jay, what about you? What's your last one?
I'm gonna go classic as well. Beauty and Beast. So Belle and Beast.
Yeah, nice.
It's, I mean, you guys know, but she hates him. He kidnaps her father. But she kind of feels sorry for him too, because he's like a loner and whatever. And then eventually, they figure out what's all going on. But that friendship kind of grew into more. And once he turned real, then it was like putting the needle in the haystack there. But I kind of love Belle. She's my princess because she's different and she doesn't deal with all the bullshit. Like, I'm not going to see a prince for the first time or Gaston and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go with him.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah. So, that's it. Yeah.
No, he's an idiot. He's a jerk.
But like that's not the typical princess movie where she would have just fell in love with him. And
that's it. Yeah. And
she does her own thing, and
that's it. Belle
likes books.
Yeah. Exactly. Belle doesn't give a crap. She's a nerd. She reads books, all that kind of stuff. She's, and that again, that was what makes her different to all the others. And I totally get that. Belle's probably like my third favorite. It's but yeah, she's definitely up there.
I'm sad I missed that over at DCA they took that away. Was it the library, Jay? Something like that.
The
animation.
It really wasn't much to do with. It's just
it was kind of cool looking. I mean,
it's just a theme. You really didn't do nothing with the movie, but they had interactive little computers for kids.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So my last one was Tiana and Naveen, but my Lewis's last one is a sibling relationship, and it's the Boot Hill Boys from Snow White. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of them.
Yeah. He loves the Boot Hill Boys.
Yeah.
And rightly so, man.
You need to explain to people that don't know what that is.
They are two vultures. I don't think they were technically the Boot Hole in Snow White, but it's where they came from. I don't think they were actually referenced as that at that point.
No.
It's like the vultures from is it Jungle Book where they're like the Beatles, but they're
yeah.
And then they're the vultures that are up on Splash Mountain. And from American Sings and all that. So
there you go.
I think
they're in lots of cartoons as well.
They're in a lot of them. Yeah.
But they might not be referenced as that, but they're two brothers kind of always
because they're referenced in America Sings as the Boot Hill Boys.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where that comes from as well. So yeah, but that's all of my stuff. Anybody else got anything? Are we all?
Han and Leia is another one.
Han and Leia, yeah.
C-3PO and R2-D2.
Yeah.
Han and Leia is complicated. She hates him.
Yeah,
it's the same.
It's the same story though.
He doesn't like her much either.
Yeah,
but
they got a horrible kid.
He knows.
But then, even right at the end in the last movie that they're both in together, they've still got a thing.
Yeah.
Even though they're not together, they've still got a thing.
Well, that was the original thing anyway, though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They were supposed to be married and had 2 kids.
Yeah.
Or in the EU,
Rapunzel and Pascal.
Rapunzel and Pascal. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I love Pascal.
There's so many.
I
Like
like-
Robin Hood and Little John. Or
I was going to say I
Robin
like
Hood and-
Flynn and Maximilian as well.
Oh, the horse, Max.
Yeah, Max. Yeah. That's a good relationship. Yeah, that's a good
Peter
one.
Pan.
Yeah.
As much
Peter
as I
Pan.
hate to say it because it's from Frozen, Sven and Kristoff.
Yes. Yeah. That's a good
It's
one.
the only good bit about that movie.
Yeah, Sven and
There is a
Kristoff.
lot of good things about that movie.
The only good thing
Do you know
about
what,
it.
Shaz? You really need to just let it go.
Don't you dare start singing it, the pair of you.
Can't hold it back anymore.
No. Go on the subject of Frozen. If we're talking about relationships and love, Elsa and Anna's relationship,
Sibling relationship, of course. Yeah.
that has got to be up there because
Yeah.
she was the one who saved her sister.
Yeah. Exactly that.
And
And
she
before
can't-
she got like thrown into a room for like literal years, they were as close as anything. Like they were best little buds until
we used
you know.
to be best buddies, and
And
now
now
we're
we're
not.
Stop
I
the
wish
pair
you
of
would tell me
Go off,
why.
people. Oh, for God's sake.
Do you want to build a
No, I do not want to
snowman?
build a snowman. Thank you. You can
Doesn't have
shush.
to
You can
have to
come over
be a
here. We got
snowman.
plenty of snow
Yeah, I
over
know.
here.
Okay, bye.
You a-holes.
The end.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Bye. But no, thank you so much for joining me here today, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been an absolute blast.
It was fun, Zach. It was
Thanks,
a fun
Zach.
little topic.
Yeah,
so.
thank you. I actually prepared for a topic which isn't like me. So
And I learned about Disney relationships.
there you go. See, everyone.
Every
everyone's
day's a
learning
school
something.
day.
Every day is a school day. There we go. But yeah, ta-da. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being part of the group and everything like that. Big thank you to everyone watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to not only me but to Signs of Amusement, Expedition Steve, Middle Age Magic, and the Coven of the Nuns.
Now online.
Now online.
Donations.
Oh my
Extended
God, can you imagine if you
donations.
made a channel of you doing crazy shit dressed up as something?
She would have like
think I
millions
might
of
have to.
subscribers.
Oh
I
yeah.
think you should.
Yeah, please
I mean,
do. That'd
we've
be
got some-
great.
We've got some epic videos that could definitely go on there.
That one of you
None
dancing on the roof
none
of your
says
car
that-
that time dressed as a nun could go on there.
The one of us doing the rolls in my front room can go on there.
Oh.
Call it none of your business.
Yeah.
I like this. I need a pen and paper to write this down. Where's my
Write
diary?
it down. I'm sort of going on my post-it notes. No.
Shaz already bought the website and everything.
That's it. Ready to
Monday
go.
job.
My tech
What
wizard
do you want
over
to bet
here.
that's taken?
Yeah.
You know what Lauren calls me? Lauren calls me MI5.
MI5.
She is MI5. I watched her yesterday.
She watched me working. She was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh yeah, you were telling me about this.
Yeah, I was trying to explain. You never even saw me writing code. Oh, that would have blown
Honestly.
your tiny mind.
The anxiety that went through me, I was like, I need to get out of here. She's going to find out my biggest secrets.
Does she not know them already? Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to not only here, but to Sounds of Amusement, Expedition Steve, Middle Age Magic. And yeah, thank you once again. Let me know what you think about the outro and the intro. I worked really hard on that. I really like it. It's a lot of fun. I think it's really like
It's very you.
It's very me. It
Very
personalizes the channel and all that, and the podcast
Yeah.
itself and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Be sure to have a fantastic day, whatever you're doing, and
It's just
Bye.
Friday.
Just Friday.
Happy Valentines.
Yeah.